Hey guys, I need to pregame this video with, I screwed up the footage, I guess. I had my camera set to manual mode for filming, and that has like presets that you do, and I did the presets, and it typically works, like in a situation like now, it typically works, but I didn't think about it, and I didn't figure it out until Bobby mentioned something later on in the video about why it might be doing what it was doing. Anyway, it was real hot and real bright outside, so some of the footage is a little bit washed out. I'm going to try and correct it in editing, but you know, I'm not an editor, so just pre-warning you. Anyway, watch. Here it comes the video. Bye. Well, hello again. We are on our way, towing the trailer, got my son in the back. We're going to pick up a car today for my buddy Bobby. You guys might remember Bobby from a video I did a while back on his RX-7 Turbo, and also working on a really crappy Volvo that he had for a little while. Actually, I think it was his ex-girlfriend's or something, I can't remember now, but this car is way cooler than a Volvo, at least that Volvo. So yeah, I'm on my way to pick up Bobby now, and yeah, so I will get back to you guys as soon as I get to Bobby. So for you it's only a couple seconds, for me it's about 30 some odd minutes, but I will see you then, okay?
Frank, can you push real quick? What? Push when I lift this.
I'm apologizing ahead of time. This footage is, I'm gonna try and correct it, but it's completely blown out on the screen. But this is Bobby's new 1960. This is a Buick LeSabre, 1960 Buick LeSabre. The body's actually really straight. It's actually in really good condition. It's got some rust underneath it, obviously. Floors need to be changed, obviously. It's kind of a standard for any of these cars nowadays. Interior is completely thrashed. Let's see if I could show you a little bit in there. But how do you feel about your purchase?
Probably worth its weight in scrap at least.
It's time to get rid of it, or
hold on to it for a little while.
Super hot out here. It's probably the worst time of year to be buying a car of this size. It makes no sense why it's so hot. My poor son is sitting inside. I have rigged up a fan blowing on him in the background. So hopefully he is happier than he was a second ago. But yeah, it's unnecessarily hot. It's unnecessarily bright outside. It's washing out the camera completely. But man, this thing is solid. No motor, no trans, so I mean he's gonna have to do something pretty good, but I have a feeling it's gonna end up at my little garage shop for floors and just some other stuff. He says he wants to bag it down the road, and this is already kind of set up as a 2-link, which it will receive a different rear end because it's the torque tube stuff, and we're probably gonna get rid of all that and put an engine with a standard transmission in it and a better rear end. So we're on the lookout for probably a donor car. It's probably the best bet is a donor car. That's kind of what we did with my dad's car. So yeah, but overall, this thing's in pretty good shape. I think Bob wants to leave it with the patina look. I mean, man, it barely has any dents on it either. There's one piece of chrome trim on this side missing. I don't know if it's on the other side. Oh, it is on the other side? Just this back piece is missing.
I like that I'm worried about getting the WD-40 off of this beautiful paint job.
Actually, if you WD-40'd the whole car, it would probably be
Good for it?
good for it. If you're trying to do the patina stuff. But this thing's pretty sweet. Chrome for miles on this thing. What do you think? Worth the headache? Yeah. You know what's hilarious to me about this car is the thickness of the doors.
Hey, show him this if he wants to live.
Oh, that's the mirror tilt we were talking about.
Yeah. It's so sick. And I guess because it's a lower model, this is usually a clock and I think it comes out. But it does not look like a clock on this model.
They just don't build them like they used to.
No. So yeah, you could like take the clock out if you were like going
That's sick.
somewhere.
And this is how you rotate this mirror. Right?
Is that-
oh,
I
this
think
one's
it's
not
one
connected.
thing.
But
Yeah,
the
is that
other
what that
side's
is
connected.
then?
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing on that side. But man, that's freaking killer.
Is anything in the glove box, unfortunately?
We could probably save a lot of this dash. I mean,
That's what I was wondering. Like, how do you redo this? Like,
probably gonna have to either have an upholsterer shop do it, or
see what it looks like.
we honestly might be able to just scrub the shit out of it, and it'll be like nice and clean at least.
Well, yeah, I want to do that, but I mean, obviously, this looks like shit.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I could just wrap it without the ribs. Like,
I mean, listen, the interior is not like it's mint at all.
no, I know. But I still want to see. I love how the LeSabre in the door panel too.
The rear doors are both stuck. That's something we're gonna have to f with at some point. Mess with, excuse my language. It's gotta be a family-friendly YouTube channel. Bleep! Bleep. I just put the duck noise.
The buttons won't even push it on the outside.
No, I know, they're pretty...
It's weird that I guess just no one opens the back ever. That's good.
so washed out, the footage, but hopefully I can save it.
What?
The footage is just so...
Well, what is it? That's your,
ISO.
Yeah, why don't you turn it?
It's all the way down.
There's something else. There's something else. There's ISO.
Shutter speed.
Well, there's shutter speed. Does that really matter for video, though?
Yeah, it's mattering.
I thought there was something.
changing it.
Yeah, is it darkening it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shutter speed is always
See? Bobby knows things.
Literally overheard a conversation with my buddies like 2 years ago.
And this sweet thing right here, this truck is Bobby's house. Thing's pretty sweet. It's gonna be a fun project, I think. A lot of work, big ass car. This is a picnic car right here. You go on a picnic, take your lady out.
You can fit like 3 dead bodies back here.
At least 4. If you just remembered the bodies, you could fit them back here.
Yeah, you could fit quite a few. I got a free 2x4 actually. You're probably, that's like a 2x3. You probably use that for my bike.
That's sick. I'm pretty stoked on this thing.
I mean, yes, there's rust, but like.
So what's the plan? What engine's it getting?
I don't know. I feel like LS is the easiest option, right?
Is that just because I have 3 of them already?
It's like 50% of the reason. Well, and you just know a lot about them. I know a little bit about them.
It'll definitely work.
I don't know. This isn't a rotary or a 4-banger Toyota, so I'm pretty much.
We should put a rotary in it.
It literally wouldn't move.
It'll make a lot of noise.
9,000.
Well, that's the car. Now we got to get this trailer back home. I've owned this trailer for like 3 days and already put 200 miles on it and hauled 2 cars. So it's kind of paying right now. But anyway, I'll check back in a minute. Okay, we're back in the shop. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of this video. I was just kind of gonna show a little ride along with Bobby and his new project. That 1960 Buick is gonna be really sweet. It's a pretty solid car in terms of the body. The floors obviously are pretty rough. The chassis is actually in pretty good condition considering. But there is some surface rust and some other things of that sort on the chassis. Me and Bobby have been talking back and forth about it since he bought the car. And I recommended, let's see if we can pull the body off the chassis in some kind of easy manner. That way we could just sort of get all the surface rust, you know, at least dealt with, and then coat the chassis in some sort of like rust preventative or like rust encapsulator or something like something along those lines, just to sort of give us a good solid base for his chassis, and then he can kind of just go from there, put the body back on. He wants to go the patina look, so it's not a show car, just fix some of the minor things that are wrong with it, like the bumper. The front bumper was tweaked, he was kind of worried about that, but I think we could get it fixed up for him pretty easy. He's probably going to do most of the work himself. He actually works for a pretty cool company where they build bicycle frames and things of that sort. So he's pretty handy with a welder. He'll probably have the car over here at some point if he needs some help with some of the metal forming stuff or the metal shaping stuff. If he needs help with that, he'll probably have the car over here at some point. So I think he said his idea was probably either an LS, or if we could find him a like basic 350 setup, or like a big block setup, anything like Chevy that's simple you could buy parts for off the shelf. If we could find something like that for him, I think that's probably the route he's gonna go. But anyway, this was a short one. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Peace out. You'll see the car again soon. I have some progress shots of the MG and it looks sweet. So anyway, peace out. Catch you on the next one and see ya.